Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Maxwell, and I'm again joined by Rob Williams, Big Life Financials Growth and Exit Coach. Rob, it's really grateful again to have you here today.
It's great to be here, Justin, and I'm intrigued by the gift that we've got on this slide.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into it because I think people are going to be wondering why did we choose that one? Today, we're going to be answering the question, what is the simplest exit strategy?
Right. So if somebody's asking you for the simplest way of doing something very complex, what does that normally say to you, Justin?
It means to me that something's wrong. They're overburdened, they're stressed, they're wanting out in some way quickly, and they just want it off their plate.
Right. So are we thinking this person might be in quite a desperate situation?
Yeah, I would imagine that this person asking this question is not in a spot of abundance. They're in a very scarce mindset and not in a good spot.
There is definitely a certain type of person in a certain type of situation that will ask me this question for sure. And my immediate response, and I can see the relevance of the gift now, is hold up, something is not right here. The simplest exit strategy, there's a level of distress going on in this person's life, and they need to get to a point where they can get the business off their plate as quickly as possible and try and make as much money in the process, either tool. So there are so many different variables about if that is a possibility or not that we'll cover off in a minute. But normally the business is no longer viable. They may have just been hugely disrupted. There's literally no point spending any more money on the business to either keep it at a standstill or to grow it. The time is pressing. So they may have some debt that they need to repay. It may not be personal debt, it could be family debt, but there is a sum of money needed within a timeline that means this is now a priority above all other priorities for them to try and catch this business in. The cost of running the business as a result of the viability could be a factor. There could be high levels of risk. Insurances may have run out. They may have used to have license to operate and they've lost that license to operate because of malpractice, for an example. They may have had the business on the market for 6 to 9 months. They've taken their eye off the ball, but they haven't sold it. So they've actually accounted for money coming in as a result of a sale that hasn't happened. And that can be absolutely disastrous for planning your business finances alongside your personal finances. So these are some of the reasons that we would get asked this question. This is what's going on in the background. And there's only one answer, really, when somebody is that desperate, and that's liquidation. Because they need the money and they need the money now. And it doesn't mean that we've got to go out there and find a buyer, because buying a business is not a straightforward process. It's also not an inexpensive process either. There's costs associated with it. So this is literally the point of just getting a valuation of all of the company's assets, making sure all of your debts are consolidated, and hopefully there are some remaining funds that, as 100% shareholder, I can take for myself, or I share with other shareholders. But there is no doubt in my mind, Justin, that there's a certain type of person that asks what the simplest exit strategy is, and there's only one answer for me, and that is get that company liquidated ASAP, and hopefully there'll be some money left in it for you to be able to do whatever you needed to do with it that has led you to sell the business or liquidate the business.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for this answer because I think sometimes when people see questions like this, they don't understand the backstory that's driving the question. I think we were able to hit the real reason why people would ask this question. Because if you're a business owner that's thriving, that's succeeding, this is not the question you're going to be answering or asking. This is the question coming from someone that definitely in a spot of struggle and depressed or hard times for themselves. So the answer for that person is liquidation if they're really, really wanting to exit quickly and get out in a way that best for them.
Absolutely. And let's remember, 80% of businesses don't sell, and 70% of the businesses that do sell are often sold with regret. And that's because the founder has not taken the time to ensure that the business is attractive and defensible, that somebody out there will be willing to pay the money that they want for ownership of the business. And that attractiveness is really key, because even if there isn't that desperation right now, if you put your business up for sale and no one wants to buy it, eventually, what other option have you got? You may well need to look at liquidation. So you need to ensure your assets are really strong, or the business is attractive, so somebody will pay the amount of money that you want to sell it for that funds that next step, what you plan on doing once you no longer own the business.
Awesome, Rob. Thank you for answering this question. What is the simplest exit strategy? Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Maxwell, and I'm again joined by Rob Williams, Big Life Financials growth and exit coach. Rob, it's really grateful again to have you here today.
It's great to be here, Justin, and I'm intrigued by the gift that we've got on this slide.
Yeah, I'm excited to get into it because I think people are going to be wondering why did we choose that one? Today, we're going to be answering the question, what is the simplest exit strategy?